back up. See if it's better now.
Change it back. Ate all that popcorn. I gotta eat it again.
Okay, so far so good. Excellent connection.
I gotta eat it again. No, I ain't eating this shit. It's all in my mouth.
Okay.
Stash.
Okay. It looks a little bit better. Yeah, stream is healthy. That's what I need to see. Alright, so we gotta send that shit out again.
I'm on my superhero shit today, y'all. Shout out second view.
Sorry for the technical
second view.
Technical difficulties. Second camera is on point, but technical difficulties with this streaming software.
Popcorn, man, made my hands all sticky.
This guy right here.
But
he loves that motherfucking popcorn. I'm trying to tell
y'all.
y'all.
I bring that joint every week, y'all.
Every week,
just in case y'all want to know what popcorn it is. It's that cinnamon toast crunch. Man, let's go. Yeah, y'all can view that for a couple seconds. Just soak it in. Hey, second view, I know you want to see that junk. It's made with the real center dust. Real center dust, man. I don't know what that is, but we just gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I thought this junk said expired.
Sending this back out to y'all, man. My fault.
Go ahead and run that For You intro from the top.
Yes, indeed. I got you.
But yeah, man, y'all, I was telling y'all before YouTube decided to scrush us up. Yeah, we got some topics for y'all today, man.
We got hella topics. Like, it's crazy. And it's bad that we're starting this so late. You know what I'm saying? We're we got lives first and foremost.
For
so
sure.
There's that, and then technical difficulties on top of that. So apologize for that, but we still gonna talk about what the fuck we came here to talk about.
Shout out Dre.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Stacks.
Shout out Dre and Stacks, man.
Man.
Oh yeah, let me send it to you, bro.
Yeah. You know we got to start off with For You intro.
Yes, indeed.
Wait for that transition.
Yes, indeed.
Woo!
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
Get it.
Let me send this number real quick.
Oh, you know what? Story too. Go up to you.
My fault, y'all. We gotta send these links out.
Yes, indeed. Bro, why does it keep doing that? Okay, there we go. Just don't be tripping, bro.
Make sure y'all subscribe. I don't know where Kay at, but she was the first one on here at first. So, again, I'm going to go over it. Make sure when y'all subscribing, y'all hit the bell, hit that bell, click all notifications, That way, whenever we go live, yeah.
I had to pause mute so y'all hear that clearly.
Exactly.
Hit the notifications.
Hit that bell.
Because we get tired of sending these goddamn links out every goddamn week.
Exactly.
We ain't finna be doing this. I'm going to have some sort of automated shit. I'm going to figure it out. But yeah, for sure.
For sure. Shit, I got the automated shit. I gotta just
that's right.
do it.
You do, yeah.
I can do it every Thursday, yeah.
I had to put together a list, man. What's up, Stacks? What's up, Dre?
So next Thursday, yeah. I'm gonna add Dre, Stacks. I'm gonna add a couple of y'all to the list so we can make sure that shit just running automatically. But
for sure. So we gonna let this run for a little bit, and then we gonna get into these topics, man.
For sure.
There's only one album that we want to cover.
I knew you was gonna say that, man. I listened to a couple of jokes too.
Bruh, you did. You did. He did.
I listened to a couple of jokes. Hey, we live. Hey, Make sure
click
y'all
on that
tune
link.
in.
We gonna put it in the story. Click on that link.
Exactly. Make sure y'all tune in. I'm about to put the link up there for y'all.
Somehow you think that I'm worth the wait. It's great. Hey, I've been down before. You've been down before, but you ain't never had them demons at your door. You all know what it feels like.
Let me see in the comments what y'all think about that Lil Baby album. What y'all think about that Lil Baby album, yo?
You so hard-headed, you would rather wait a 4 years counting down. We should be the Monaco prayers come to pass. Now we in the overflow, but this for you. I was with you at hello. I was with you at hello. Yeah. For you, for you. It makes sense to be cruel. I part us too. From you.
Couple bangers, but it was cool.
Hey, Dre, I see you. Keeping them notifications on.
Yes, indeed.
Stack said, meh. I'm with you on that one. I'm going to send it to everybody named Mama.
There we go. Alright. So, yes indeed. Welcome, gang. Welcome to the motherfucking Thursday Night Live. We're going to do a poll later this week. I'm going to put up a poll. I want y'all to help us come up with an official name for this podcast because we just been kind of winging shit. And it's actually still been going great. We've been doing our thing, you know what I'm saying? We got our viewers that we locked in with. Shout out to y'all.
Definitely shout out to y'all. Shout out to Vaughn. We
indeed.
missed you last week, but shout out to Vaughn.
Nah, man. Now you ain't even late, bro. You ain't even late.
Oh, you ain't even late.
You ain't even late. We late. We are late as fuck. But you know what I'm saying? We keep it going. So first and foremost, I do want to go ahead and get into this motherfucking Lil Baby album. Just to you know what I'm saying? We already got one bit of feedback from Stacks who says it's meh, you know what I'm saying, a couple bangers, but
I know we be talking about how the baby sound the same. I'm not trying to say
how Lil Baby sound the same.
No, how we be
Baby
talking
sound.
about how the baby.
Okay.
Yeah, it be sounding the same. I'm not trying to say Lil Baby like that, but he does have a tenacity on some songs to replicate the exact hook, like every album. I don't know what it is, but like, let's go to the track list.
So I'ma just keep it. I'ma keep it a buck. I listened to the album twice.
I listened to it twice too.
I can't tell you not one song off that fucking album, even after listening to it twice, because it all just kind of blended together like. Hey, no! What the fuck, bro?
Pause on that one,
Hey,
yo. This man Dre says Spider Mike. Hey, yo.
Mike. Hey,
nah, Spider OG.
Thunder Queen, what's good?
Hey, shout out Thunder Queen. Shout out Tabby. Appreciate you joining.
What's good? Yeah, we got some viewers in here, man. Let's go. Let's get it.
Chocolate Chip Factory. Hey, yo.
Peter Parker. Vaughn is hilarious, bro. Shout out to Vaughn, bro.
Oh, man. And Jay, I'm going to shout you out. I know you ain't here. You just texted me. You said you can't join, but appreciate you.
Word. Shout out to
running
Jay,
it back after.
He do be, you know what I'm saying? He be tapping in.
For
but,
sure.
yeah, for the Lil Baby album, man, like, it really did not impress me, bro. It did not impress me. And for somebody who came into the game so strong, like, bro, like, this dude came in, like, smashing all type of records, putting together all type of songs, like... He was running the rap game, arguably. You know what I'm saying? And now we've come to this. This is what you follow up with? Hey.
Yo, if y'all haven't seen that, you want me to show them that video? Man, you want to show it to them? You got a bigger phone.
I got it hooked up to the speaker too.
Yeah,
so
you got
it. Able to hear.
Yo, crazy enough, that's the song I ended off in because I was running it back. Man. So I think I ended it off on Perfect Timing. let me just talk about my favorite. So I like the joint with Jeremiah. I like the joint with
That
Rilo.
joint was cool.
The joint with Rilo was dope. The one with Future, I don't think Lil Baby and Future can ever do a terrible song. For real, for real.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I don't know who Friday is. I don't know if we
He's been on
it.
a couple. He's been on somebody else's album, but I can't remember what it was. But
the song was alright. The joint with Nardo Wick was crazy. Obviously.
Yeah.
But Young Thug and Baby, that's gonna be my favorite track on the album.
But
Never Hating was dope. But go ahead, show
check
them
this
that
out, y'all.
Go ahead. Can they see your joint's dark as hell?
Yeah, it's you gotta look at it straight.
They can't pull that fire out. Hey, as soon as they pop, bro, pull that fire out. Hey, this her first time coming to my house. Hey, better go hard, girl, this your child. Hey, everybody they can't pull that fire out.
This is him.
Hey, as soon as they pop, bro, pull that fire out. Hey, this is her first time coming to my house.
Yo, that man woke up and did that.
Nah, seriously.
Woke up and
literally,
did
the caption to that is so funny because he's so dry, like doing it. And like, this was the song.
She said they clowning him on TikTok.
No, they definitely clowning him on TikTok. Then Stax didn't like the Future jump. Dre says, I don't think Lil Baby came in strong. I think he just featured on a lot of because who he was around and signed to. I mean, that's possible. But I think
she ain't like that Future joint? What? That joint was crazy.
the Future jump was cool.
Future joint was
The
crazy.
Future jump was pretty cool.
You know what song I didn't like?
What?
That beat. I don't know what it was the first time I heard it,
it's
but
the whole
I don't know
song.
if it's the clapping or whatever
It's
it
the
is.
whole
But
song,
that
bro.
song is horrific.
That's
to
a
me,
bad song, and that's
That song is
remember. I
horrific,
think I told you like last week when he previewed the song. Him in the studio with a bunch of his boys, and people was like,
That's
it's
the
sad,
joke?
It's sad because everybody knows except for him, like that this song is trash as fuck. Like, and it's just I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how you go from making hits to making something like that. Like, I mean,
Make sure
given
y'all stay hydrated.
everybody's
hydrated.
cool, everybody's human. You're
For
not
sure.
gonna make hits 100% of the time. But when you got a song that like that, you just tuck that motherfucker in the closet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Throw that motherfucker. Maybe
I mean, he had 23 songs on here. He could have made it 13. He would have had a smooth, solid
and
jump.
it would have been a lot stronger too.
Yeah, I mean, when you have 23, what happens when the deluxe comes? We looking at like 31.
I don't want a
30.
deluxe. I don't want it. Keep the deluxe. Keep the fucking deluxe, bro. I don't want that shit, yo. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
I don't want it.
Man, my man had himself on the Mount Rushmore, man. So now I'm a little bit upset because when you make the cover art just for y'all who haven't seen the cover art is him on a kind of looking Mount Rushmore with the clouds,
all his faces on
with
there.
all his faces on every spot.
Did you see the merch? I mean, the merch though.
I showed him the merch.
Yo, so listen. Now, bro, why? The fact that Lil Baby is such a bid right now is
the
just
merch
crazy,
is
bro.
crazy, yo.
Hold
We
up.
do better merch. I do better merch than Lil Baby.
Did
yo.
I send you that on Twitter or was it Instagram?
He said change his name to Lil Dylon.
Lil Dollar. I'm
My
dead.
Rushmore though, my man's making mad assumptions. Nah,
really.
I feel like if you're gonna use Mount Rushmore, man, it's like when Jadakiss named his album Top 5 Dead or Alive. Like you have to come crazy on that album.
You have to. Like,
So if your cover art is like Mount Rushmore, like you gotta go crazy.
And then
like
the worst part about it is your merch for the album is this. This is your merch for the album, bro.
oh
Like,
man,
I'm waiting to see if y'all can see it for
that
sure.
shit
Like,
is hilarious, yo.
but this is the merch that you put out for your album, bro. That you have yourself on Mount Rushmore for. Like,
that shit is hilarious.
look at this.
yo.
Like,
Oh my
it's
God.
crazy.
That shit had me.
It's crazy.
dying.
So like, I don't know. Like this album is seeming like a beautiful disaster for Lil Baby.
For sure, but he is rumored to get at least 210,000 on the first week, and that's Lil Baby. So
you know what I'm saying? That's
surprised.
all pure interest.
For sure.
That's all pure interest, which ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm,
I think Cornell's in here. What's good, Cornell?
Where you see his name? I don't see
And Cornell, he right there.
Oh shit! What's up, Cole?
What's good?
What's up, Jay?
Yeah.
It's about time.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Jay up in here.
It's crazy. Y'all got the same names y'all got on IG and everything. See, that's what's up.
Except
like,
for let me send this to Donnie, man.
Except for I ain't send it to Donnie.
Yeah, I'm about to send it to Donnie.
For except for
yeah, but like it's I don't know, man. I don't really see myself enjoying that album. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not it, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a smooth 7.5 out of me.
You gonna give it a 7?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
I'm gonna
give it a 7. 7. I'm gonna give it a 7.
I'm gonna give that motherfucker a smooth 6.5.
Smooth
6.5.
Really?
Yes. Bro, I'm not playing that. I'm not running that back, bro.
You ain't gonna run the album back?
No, bro. I listened to it twice already.
Did you like his last album? My Turn.
Yeah, I liked the last album.
My Turn, I liked it.
My Turn was good.
I liked it better than this album.
My Turn was definitely better than this album.
Like, I listened to it again because I was like, you know what? Let me make sure I'm not tripping. Because the way y'all hype Lil Baby is crazy to me. Because this is like an example. Like when we hype somebody up to the point where it's so much, you know, like who had a better album, Lil Baby or The Baby?
Oh, you talking about like these
two recent? Because The Baby just dropped his joint 2 weeks ago.
I would run The Baby back before I run Lil Baby.
No,
I am.
I'm sorry, The Baby still not.
I don't know.
I'm running Lil Baby's joint back.
I don't know.
I thought it was me. I cut it off.
Man.
Oh my god. What did Dre say? I respect Kiss for that album title, but he still isn't top 5.
Oh shit.
Hey,
man. You know how y'all know how quickly these top 5 conversations can go left.
Yeah,
I just want y'all to understand.
We was just talking about
we was
just talking about Jay, you know what I mean? But before we get into the whole Jay, man, like that's gonna take us through a whole rabbit hole.
Oh my god, that shit gonna be jumping for that.
Yeah, for sure. But, so albums. All right.
So what are the other two that you listen to, bro?
Shout out to Red Hot Chili Peppers. Unrelated to hip hop, but
yes.
I love Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes.
They made their comeback. So shout out Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I gotta tap into that for real.
No, for sure. Damn. It's probably another one just side thing. It's Tovlo, but yeah, she be on some pop stuff. So yeah, shout out to her.
Okay.
Yeah, Smoke DZA, man. Smoke
DZA came out with it. I'm definitely gonna play that after the show.
It's called 10,000 Hours.
It's got
8 songs on there.
I need that.
All fire.
And
your boy Ransom on there, man. So
it's over. It's over. Listen to that shit right now, nigga.
Nah, for real. So it's only 8 songs, you know. Gotta run that jump.
Yeah, that's cool. That's lovely, actually.
For sure.
That's lovely.
Who's the other girl? Day Sulan. She be around YG a lot. She from Central LA.
Okay.
She had
cool.
maybe 4 songs. She had YG on the joint.
Okay.
It was
that's what's up.
I'm not about to rate it. I don't think it was solid for me.
Yeah, Mr. Smoke. Yeah. Oh yeah. See, everybody just like me. I ain't know. Yeah, the DZA drop.
Oh, see, man, Dre. Dre. I told you. OG be on it, man. Yeah, OG be on it.
This nigga definitely like ear to the streets when it comes to the drops. For real.
Nah, for sure. But so we had Illuminati. You know, the girl Joan. Her Joan was nice. Nice. She had 10 songs. I think it was pretty smooth.
The women are going crazy, bro.
Yeah.
They're not letting up off the gas at all.
For sure.
And they kind of kicking the niggas' asses for real.
Yeah.
But besides a select few, but
for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying?
For sure. But the one I want to talk about is T Grizzly.
I did listen to that.
You did?
I did.
Was you confused? Because I don't know what it was, but these Jay Antoine 1, 2, 3s, these robbery 4, 5s, like
they're all just stories and continuations of stories. But some of these he had already dropped previously.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
some
of these like
robbery. Like I've heard this jump before. Robbery was on a jump. We talked about this earlier this year. Yeah. Robbery's
on another jump, and I think a couple other jumps. So basically, he just was on his storytelling shit for for the hood and what some things that I guess he's either experienced or that he can relate to.
Yeah, because Robbery Part 3 was on Half T, Half Beast. Yeah,
right.
And then we got Robbery Part 4 and 5.
Yeah,
so he's kind of.
But he put out Robbery Part 4 as a single, I think.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he put out Robbery Part 4 as a single.
I've never seen an album like that, so I thought that was kind of genius.
Yes, Tony. Yeah, thank you, Vaughn. Tony's Story. Definitely a bunch of Tony Story type jumps. Now the joint about Miss Evans was crazy.
Miss Evans was nice.
The joint about Miss Evans was crazy. Like, that's a wild story.
I don't know. Maybe because I was in the shower trying to listen to it. It felt like I was listening to the same beat over and over again. But he is storytelling.
Because he's storytelling, but he's storytelling with the same cadence and flow.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of makes it redundant and kind of gets it a little bit boring. So, like, I've grown to be a T Grizzly fan. I never had a reason not to be, but I like the way T Grizzly attacks the beat. Like,
for sure,
he has his own type of style and sound that I really fuck with. And GTA guy actually raps. GTA server guy from Detroit. Yes, GTA server guy from Detroit who's making bread off of that server for real. You know how much you gotta pay to get on that server? Like what like
I don't even know what we talking about.
No, so basically, like, T Grizzly's big into Grand Theft Auto. Like, there are people that play on the computer, and there's like it's a
like a big community.
I forget what it's called, but it's roleplay, GTA roleplay, where you can pretty much like it's not regular GTA. You can mod it to a bunch of different stuff. Like you can own businesses in there. I mean, what you can do in GTA anyway, but like you can work at Chick-fil-A, you can do all types of other shit. And like really like role play as a character in society.
Right.
And like you can customize things, you can have things that are in real life in Grand Theft Auto, but only on computer and GTA roleplay. So he created a whole server, which is basically his own world, and you have to pay to get on that server because the thing about it is what people are doing, you pay to get on that server and then you're in T Grizzly's world, which means you go on Twitch and you stream that and you make money off of that. So it's a flip that you're supposed to be able to make money off of, but because of that, you have to pay money to access that server.
Oh, that makes sense.
So it's actually pretty genius. And it's something that he seems to love to do. So
Vaughn said he found it by accident.
Oh, for real? That's funny as shit. When he first got on,
But so we had Joey Fats. I don't know if you know Joey Fats.
I've heard of that. I've heard of him.
But Joey Fats was nice. He had Blast on there, Kamaya,
okay.
A-Reese. That was pretty smooth. But the one I want to talk about that we never really got to talk about. Did you listen to it?
No, I did not.
Alright, that the Isley Brothers album is smooth.
Yeah,
it's smooth.
It has to be. It's the Isley Brothers.
Because when Dre said Quavo and what's his name? Takeoff on the jump. I was like, all right, now I gotta listen to the jump. That shit is smooth. That shit's smooth.
That's right.
He got
that feature was cool then.
Okay.
That
feature was cool.
I gotta hear that shit.
Trey Songz on the jump. I don't remember the last time I even seen Trey Songz as a feature on the song.
Ooh, and that reminds me, there's something about Lil Baby's album that we did not cover that I wanted to kind of go into.
Got you. So 2 Chainz was on the album. Snoop, Ross. And Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know we always gonna shout Earth, Wind, and Fire because they made a song on my birthday.
Hey.
But man, I love the album. I think the album was really solid. I'd probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10. But shout out to the Isley Brothers, yo.
What would you give that T Grizzly album?
Like a 6. Because it got redundant.
Yeah, it
got really, really repetitive.
It really did get repetitive. I can't give it more than a 6.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6.
Even with me appreciating T Grizzly's style and everything like that, that just wasn't. I don't think that was project worthy.
Yeah. Hey Vaughn, the Apple Music browser tab be getting it, man. Like they be having everybody but Tory Lanez. But anyway. What you want to talk about?
So, what I wanted to talk about with the Lil Baby album is how this nigga is going smack at Quavo. Did you peep that?
I know he mentioned the whole situation, but like...
So, I mean, it's I'll break it down. Of course, like I think I spoke on this before about how Sweetie was seen with Lil Baby a little while back. Quavo had a tweet that said we can swap it out. And on the album, there's like 2 different references to that where Baby's like, we can't swap it out. Our bitches ain't even equal, and I don't even want her. Like, I think in one song he said we can't swap out. Tell them to pop out. Like,
I remember that.
Something like that. So like that's what I'm saying.
I remember that line.
Woo. So it's definitely gonna be some tension. Like QC and that's the crazy thing. They're on the same label.
They're
bro.
on the same exact label.
They're on the same label.
The same label Offset trying to get off of.
Right.
So the irony.
Yeah, it's a lot of turmoil going on in QC right now. So hopefully it doesn't get too crazy, but it's definitely getting a little crazy. Definitely getting crazy.
For sure.
El DeBarge.
Let me look at my notes.
Yes, indeed.
Look at my notes.
Trey and Rose didn't like those 2.
First off, did you see that shit I sent you about KD? Bro, that shit had me dying.
Nah, what happened with that?
I sent you was laughing on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
He said, I got Martin Luther Irvin and Brick Simmons on my team. Cut me some fucking slack.
That's how you know this guy is from DMV.
It's crazy.
To say some shit like that about his own teammates.
Crazy about your own teammates. Like, I thought he said it personally. I was looking at the joke. Like, he realized said that. Like,
yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, hey.
That's crazy.
So do you think a comment like that is going to motivate your teammates, or is it going to cause tension? And just?
I think if anybody calls me Martin Luther...
Yo,
Kyrie Irving better drop 50 on the next game, bro. Because what?
Hey, bro.
Martin Luther Irving? Dog, that's so disrespectful, yo. And rest in peace to Martin Luther King.
Rest in peace, but damn, bro, that's
Brick Simmons jump. I get the Brick Simmons jump, but Martin Luther Irving is crazy.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
That's crazy to me, yo. Man,
Andre talking about who is Kyrie Irving? Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. So what about what about this Glorilla situation, bro?
Oh yeah. So is his name Hit Kid?
Hit Kid, yeah.
So Hit Kid is the producer
behind Fuck Nigga Free.
Yeah, I can never say that.
FNF.
Yeah, FNF.
Which is crazy because that's the same acronym as my bro's camera production company. Shout out to Family Never Folds. Shout out to Gunner the Roster.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Hit Kid had that song, and he was the producer, and apparently they didn't. I don't know. They just didn't get all the details right. So Glorilla hasn't made any profits from that song whatsoever. And that song's been running up for how long?
Yeah, it's been running up for a minute. And this is a textbook situation to have your shit together no matter what. Or get it together as early as possible because you never know when your shit is going to pop. Because I can guarantee you there was one thing that was definitely 100% not present when they made this song. A fucking split sheet.
And they were talking about contracts, and she was like, her contract came, her lawyer came, and he didn't want to see her lawyer, and she didn't want to see his lawyer. I'm just like,
it's
once it started to pick up pace and you saw it was it.
You should have got on it early. You feel me? Like once you seen it gaining that traction. But split sheets would have eliminated all that because that's your contract, that's your written agreement to say, hey, we gonna split this way, we gonna you get this, I get that, and nobody can say anything after that. You feel me? Like we have an agreement on that, but it just goes to show. Now hopefully,
where did I even send you that, Joe?
I don't know where you sent me that. It's important to make sure you have a contractual agreement with the producers and your label, even if you're representing yourself. Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely, man. So, it's crazy, man. Like, it gets real tricky and it gets real sticky, especially when you don't have that good relationship with your producers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we live in a world now, or like we're in a hip hop world now, where like people's just shopping around for beats online.
They want that one hit wonder.
You know what I mean? Just grabbing whatever they can off the internet, whether it be YouTube, Beat Stars, and stuff like that. But
that girl just got signed. That white girl. I don't know if you seen that meme. You probably seen it. Is Tabby still in here on TikTok?
You talking about Ice Spice?
No. It's a white girl. It's a white girl. Full on white girl.
Snow bunny.
Yeah. Snow. She ain't a bunny though. She don't look that. Yeah. But they've been using her meme. Like they'll put her here and she'll be her face singing, and then they'll like get a pot and put it over it and say one hit. You ain't seen that meme?
No, bro.
Oh my God, y'all know exactly what. Whoever it is, yeah, Dre know who it is. Yeah, that period.
Oh, for real?
She got signed to Atlantic.
Get the fuck out of here.
She got signed to Atlantic.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. No, man.
I swear to God, she got. Yo, Dre, what's her name, bro? I need to find her name.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
What's her name? Hold on, let me find her name.
Are you fucking shitting me, bro?
Let me find her name. What's her name, bro? Damn,
we don't want to know her name. Fuck her, yo.
What is her name, bro? What's her name? Britt. I guess her name is Britt Barbie. I guess.
Jesus Christ.
Is that her name?
I think it is.
Yeah, I mean.
I think
the period odd girl. Just in case y'all want to see who she look like, that's how she look like.
I'm so fucking upset right now.
That's how she look like. Now it could just be me. It could, but I'm pretty sure I saw like she definitely got signed.
Bro,
like I'm pretty sure.
And what's crazy is shout out to, I don't know if any of y'all follow Conscious Lee on TikTok or any type of social media.
Yeah,
follow him. Conscious Lee be, you know what I'm saying? He be speaking on that shit. But like he was one of the first ones to call out people who are really giving a spotlight to that type of cultural appropriation and like just taking advantage and making fun of our culture and just, you know what I'm saying, getting famous off of it. She gets signed, whether she got signed or not, she got so much. She probably, there's a great, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a great possibility she got paid off of that. Off of some form of social media, any type of contract, anything like that. But, like, she only does that as a character, by the way. But, like, still, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's an insult to us. And the fact that
I feel like it's on the charts already.
So many people did like freestyles to it, did like reactions to it. You're giving her a stage, you're giving her a platform, and you're encouraging this type of fucking behavior. You're encouraging this type of mediocre ass. Don't get me started, man. Like that just really that really.
Talk about your girl Ice Spice. They took Munch off of TikTok too.
Did they?
They took Munch off of TikTok.
Why?
I don't know. It was weird. I don't know if it was just the content, but they definitely took Munch. You cannot put it as a sound on TikTok.
That's crazy. I didn't really have that big of a problem with Ice Spice. I just know that she's not a real. I mean, no, I'm not gonna say that. She is a real artist.
I mean, I got a problem when every time I see you in the promo spot, now you're just bending down. Like, that's my problem.
Her ass is like her ass is her career, like that. And actually, I saw some people commenting on that. Like, some people, you know, were promoting her, and one of the comments was like, "Yeah, I like how she just keeps bending over to try to keep my attention." And it's obvious she does it. She's grabbing her ankles in every single video. And I mean, like, you know, get it how you live, but fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, we do want to hear your actual talent with music. If that's what you're going, if you want to be a stripper, just say that. You know what I'm saying? And you can go do that.
So it looks like she wasn't signed, Britt Barbie. It looks like
she better the fuck
it
not.
may have been a hoax.
I'll kick an Atlantic door down. I'm trying to tell you.
Yo.
But she only does that as a character. I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is, man. Like, anybody can talk
about it. Made me bring her up.
If we are still keeping the Island Boys relevant, which I hate identifying them by that name because they are in fact not from no fucking islands, but y'all know who I'm talking about because I say that that shit. Like, they're still out here, you know what I'm saying, creating content and being relevant off their mediocre ass. Like, it's just terrible. I ain't seen
them in a while, but
I saw actually, you know, it was a post today. Consciously was making fun of them. which is yeah. Yeah, they doing everything except being good artists, man. You don't have to be a good artist anymore.
Dead ass.
You just have to be entertaining.
For real.
In any way, shape, or form.
For real.
Sexual, humiliating, whatever you want to call it. And it's lit. You know what I'm saying? It's lit for them.
For real. But man, let's go
to the big topic, bro.
The big topic? It's a bunch of mini topics.
Big topic.
This the
Yay.
Yay. Okay.
Let's go to the big topic.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta stop giving them that platform, man. Like, stop letting them get praise off of that. Stop letting them get money off of that. Stop letting them, you know what I'm saying?
As far as I'm concerned, didn't City Girls come up with Period?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say come up with it, but they made it popular.
They made it real popular.
Yeah, they definitely.
So it's kind of like this girl is now.
So she's literally mocking them, and trying to get a bag off of it, like
a bag off of some shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so Carisha, whenever you watch this,
yes,
just know we gave y'all props.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah,
shout out to City Girls, man.
Shout out to the City Girls, man. But damn, this Ye situation.
Oh my goodness.
What's y'all thoughts on this Ye situation?
Yeah, man.
I gotta take my glasses off.
So did y'all watch the interview? Did y'all get a chance to watch at least a good portion of the interview?
Make sure you put asterisk banned interview.
The banned
it has been
interview, which is
banned from YouTube.
It's still reposted.
But I did hear that Cam Ye did bring his own camera crew. So they recorded, and Noriega and DJ EFN were recording too. That's so cool. Ye has the footage, right? What he decides to do with it.
Now I understand why you're saying that Nori's getting backlash about taking it down, because I was thinking that Ye. So like the previous interview, I thought was 90% tomfoolery. You know what I'm saying? Like not really much there to decipher. But with this interview, Ye was really, really speaking on some shit. Let's see. He did. Dre didn't watch any of the interviews. He will not comment. Vaughn said he want to catch it. Yeah, it's still on YouTube, bro.
It's still on YouTube.
It's just not on Drink Champs' page.
Yeah.
But it's reposted on other people's pages.
But to be fair, when I told you, and then I went to watch it, and then like 20 minutes in, gone.
For real?
So then I had to go to another page
and
try to complete it.
There were a couple people that said that they were literally watching it when it said it was no longer available.
Yeah,
like it just cut out. Like you know what I'm saying?
A couple people.
Yeah, 4 to 5 hours between 3 interviews. But like the Drink Champs one, like it definitely hit on some shit. Now,
he's done 2 Drink Champs interviews in the past year.
Yeah, but he's done 3 in total.
Altogether,
this is the third. Yeah, this is the third one. That was the third one. So, all in all, like one thing about Ye, you ask him one question, he's going to take you on a journey.
I think that's the most frustrating part about it.
It is.
It's so frustrating.
It is.
It's like at one point, DJ EFN and Dre, if you don't want to watch the whole interview, just go to the part. I think it was 2 hours and 41 minutes.
This nigga knows.
DJ, I remembered it because I had put it in my notes too. But DJ EFN really said some real shit. I know you know the part I'm talking about. Where he was just like
grilling them about the presidential shit.
Yeah, like articulate it, man. If you are running for president in 2024, like articulate it and articulate your points and let them be profound so people understand what you're saying.
Absolutely.
But if you're not gonna articulate it and you are saying it's not helping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And after we watched it, like we understood what he was saying, but they're labeling him.
I was glad that DJ EFN did that,
and he's the only one that was gonna do it because that's my issue with Noriega is he like he said he's like
a yes man.
Yeah, no, but not even that. He's what's the word he keep calling himself?
Enabling himself.
No, it's a word he called himself. Like he's slow. Like what's the damn word? And he always calls himself that. Something ed, special ed. He be calling himself that all the time. So it's kind of like he never really says. But they kept correcting him on the interview. They kept saying like, "Look, we don't hate Jews. Obviously, we don't do that." So it's not like he was like enabling him. Every time Ye would say, he'd be like, "Nah. Like we love everybody. We love everybody." You know what I mean? So I think that's the main thing. Ye. Me being a Christian, I feel like I'm all for Jesus. and I know what Jesus means and stands for. You can't be about Jesus and then say the rhetoric that you're saying and be anti-Semitic. It doesn't make sense. That you're being a hypocrite and you're contradicting yourself. So I'm glad that they was able to cover it in itself, in the truth, and realize in the end it was jealousy that Ye was talking about.
Right.
It wasn't that he hates them, it's just that he's jealous.
They deciphered it.
Right.
They really
and it took 2 hours to get to that point.
It really did. And they really broke it down to that, you know what I'm saying? And this
Dre, he was drunk, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. For sure. He was pilled. And so was Nori after a while.
Oh yeah,
Nori always gets drunk. Nori always gets drunk. But basically, the big picture here is that, you know, or from what I gathered from Ye's point or his point of view, was the outlook on the Jewish community and what they embody as far as how much they can control the narrative of our culture, how much they profit off of our culture, and how much they prosper as a people, being that we, you know what I'm saying, that we come from similar backgrounds as a people historically, and the fact that we've gone in such different paths. You know what I'm saying? Granted, you know, like definitely like slavery and everything like that took us on a wild ride for sure. But you know what I'm saying? Like his point was to say that the Jewish community banded together and really had their shit together. You know what I'm saying? They're profiting, they're helping each other. They have secrets, they have financial, you know, stability and everything like that, where these are things that we're still trying to get for our people. We're still trying to break generational curses. We're still trying to rise up and be a people who doesn't glorify killing each other and things like that. And that's what it is. He ultimately said that he was jealous of the Jewish community for being a better community than how we are to each other as black people. So
Dre, so the interview wasn't anti-Semitic at all, in the sense that what he first said a couple days before it was when he said the DEF CON thing. You can't say that. Like, absolutely not. So that was what was anti-Semitic.
Yep.
But the interview in itself, if you watched it through, like, they clarified it multiple times, you know. So the censorship part, I don't agree with that part. I feel like everybody should be, but when it gets to a point where, you know, it's the same rhetoric over and over again, then it starts to get a little bit. Yeah. And then just the whole George Floyd thing, I think that rubbed me the wrong way, because we all saw the footage. You know what I mean? Like, we all saw the footage. This isn't like the what's his name? Derek Chauvin didn't have the body cam. Like, he had the body cam. We all saw the footage, bro. So for Ye to say like his neck wasn't really,
and we had to, you know, recorded from a different angle. We saw him, multiple angles. Him, like literally with his knee on it. Like you can't really. There's not much you can say around that.
And now it's a lawsuit. It's a $250 million lawsuit towards Ye now, and it's just like, you gotta be careful what you say. People aren't getting sued. Alex Jones got sued for $1.3 billion because of the shit he was saying about the Sandy Hook kids all that way back. Oh, shit. Alex Jones ain't even worth that much, so I don't even know where the money coming from. Bro, but that's the point, bro. You gotta be careful what you say, man.
You really do,
especially when you're doing that rhetoric of shit like that. Like, I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. It was an interesting interview, and I would say that it had a little bit less of Kanye's crazy talk in there. He was making some points that you can actually see.
Or you can research Google, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's making some good points and everything, and then comes the whole running for president in 2024 type thing, and this is when EFN started grilling him and was like, well, look, we're on the verge of World War III. What would you do to stop that?
And Ye
had no answer.
And that's my thing. If you're going to be president, you have to be able to answer that question. That is, because that's where we at right now.
You're literally you're stepping into this.
Yeah, I mean,
you're stepping into this pile of dog shit, and all you're telling us is, well, one day the rain will wash it off. But you know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's not That's not a good answer for us. We need to know how we gonna get this shit off our shoe. You feel me? Like, we need answers about that. And Ye didn't have an answer. And you know, not to say anything like bad about his, you know, his faith or anything like that, but like he hides behind religion a lot when it comes to those type of things. And it's like, well, God will give me the answers. God will give me and that's cool. I get that. But when it comes down to the debate, and you're talking about you're going to be the leader of the whole nation, bro, like, we need a little bit more reassurance to get behind you, because otherwise, what do we have to go off?
Yeah, you can't lead the people that aren't united to begin with.
Exactly. And we can't I'm not going to put my faith in Ye as I put my faith in God. Because that's what it's starting to feel like. You know what I mean? Like, it's starting to feel like, you know, he wants to be Moses. He wants to be the guy that we just need to get behind because believe in it. You feel me? Like, we're not having any proof. We're not having any concrete plans, you know, prepared and anything like that. And, you know, 2024, when you're talking about a presidential campaign, that's not a lot of time. To get those type of answers together.
Make sure y'all vote next month, man. Be for real. Make sure y'all vote. Next month is November, is midterms.
Yes, indeed. So, like, to get those type of answers together for, like, you know, what we could be facing in 2 years, or what we could be facing even tomorrow, like, based on what things are. You feel me? Like, I
sent you the thing about the anti-radiation drugs. Like,
yes.
For nuclear, like, we are literally in that era right now where nukes are being discussed heavily, and you can't just gloss over that conversation. Like, it's like that's a big thing to gloss over. And like,
if I'm being completely honest, for the past maybe 3 or 4 days, I've been seeing a lot of jet activity. I think they're just scanning the air, you know, every once in a while to make sure there's nothing going on. But like, I'm seeing a lot more activity of jets. You know, we right here close to Andrews Air Force Base.
Yeah, and I'm close to the naval base.
Right. So like, I've been seeing, it's been like maybe 2 or 3 days that I've just seen jets flying around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, when I see jets flying, my antennas is up, nigga. What the fuck is going on? Where y'all going? What's up? What's up? Like.
But no, I mean, I had a couple notes, so I ain't gonna run through them because Ye had so much shit to say. But for one, my whole thing with the Jamie Lee Curtis thing, and I didn't like that part. Like, you can't tell someone that they should take their kids away from them. Like, Ye is, I don't put him as crazy. I just say he needs to sit down and like write out his thoughts. Yeah. Like, he's the type of person that maybe needs to write them out and he needs to plan it. But to say he's crazy, he shouldn't have his kids. Like, come on, man. Especially black men already not being relevant and prevalent in children's lives. Like, I didn't like that at all.
Now, do you think, because Ye made a lot of references to like his kids being like kidnapped from him or something like that. Do you think
I don't get the kidnapping? Yeah,
that's what I was trying to say.
I get what he's saying, but again, articulation.
You feel me?
It's not.
But I feel like that was manipulative phrasing.
Yeah. Definitely.
At the same time, you know what I mean? Like, to tell us, oh, nobody did nothing when my kids were kidnapped. No, man. I mean, you were having a dispute with your ex-wife, and she does what most bitter women do: try to keep your kids away from you, which is not right in any form.
And
but
the fact that Travis had to be the one, but I think that's also where he gets like, why nobody else couldn't help me but Travis. You know what I mean? He's like,
and I understand where he's coming from. I just didn't like that he used the word kidnap, because, you know, when I think kidnap, I think tied up in the basement with duct tape on your mouth. Yeah, not you're having a birthday
some
party.
Trafficking type shit.
Not like you're having a birthday party and your dad's not invited. Like, that's a little bit more extreme. You know what I mean? So
for sure. But the shit about him, niggas and Adidas not getting pussy, that shit had me dying.
Oh my god.
That shit had me dying. Because it's real. Like,
it is,
you don't really picture it, and it's crazy because I never thought about shoes like that.
So for context, Kanye pretty much threw out his business proposal to Adidas. Michael, I don't know who that is. You know who that is?
Nah.
Michael Peru? I can't even pronounce that shit.
Yeah, Drake, go ahead and explain.
But we need a little bit more context, Drake. But Ye basically told us that his business proposal to Adidas was to play a porno. Or no, adult content.
Adult content.
Because we don't use the word porno around
kids.
But to play, he literally went to the office with them, had a meeting, and played adult content, and told them, "Look, guys who get pussy are wearing Nike. Nobody's getting pussy in Adidas
at all."
And it's so hilarious to hear, but it makes sense.
It makes so much sense.
Motherfuckers is not getting pussy in Adidas.
It makes so much sense. Now niggas getting pussy in
Yeezys. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so now he's like, his point is now niggas getting pussy in some 350s.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
It makes so much sense.
But it was crazy for him. It's like that's a bit of a stroke of mad genius.
Definitely
right
some
there.
Genius shit to think of it.
Like that, and to propose. What did he say was the piece that they put on the shoe? Like a stitching.
He said like the pussy something like that.
It's crazy. He's like they put a piece on one of the Yeezys or like a piece of stitching.
It's like a stitching, yeah.
And he said it's like they called it like the get pussy stitch or some shit like that. Like
that shit was
crazy.
Funny.
It's crazy.
That shit was funny. But what you think about him and what he said about Uzi, Future? He said Lil Baby. He said Lil Baby's his favorite rapper. It's ironic that Lil Baby didn't have a... Yeah. But he did say Uzi and Future. That's like... I don't know why he said Future's the future in reference, because Future's been out for...
Future's been out for a long time.
Yeah. But he did say Uzi. That is... He feels like Uzi is the future. And I don't know what you think about...
Uzi has also been out for a very long time.
He has, too. But I guess not as long as Future, so it's kind of...
Not as long as Future, but... I
ain't really...
You don't think...
Go ahead.
You don't think Uzi's reached his peak?
That's where I was like... I feel like Future has.
Yeah.
But Future continuously has more number ones.
Yeah. Future has reached his peak, and he's in that level of longevity as well.
Uzi, I'm a big fan, so I don't know if I would say he's reached his peak.
Okay.
I feel like he probably has a whole nother stratosphere he can try to get to. Because we haven't seen him... Now that brings me into the other point. We haven't seen him on stadium level.
Gotcha.
And I thought that was another point where that's where I started to write down notes. Like when Ye was talking, Ye didn't say Drake. Now he did mention Drake. So that's a reoccurring theme. But he said when we're looking at artists and we're looking at stadium artists, we're not looking at Drake. We're looking at...
But why aren't we looking at Drake? That's one thing.
But if you think of stadium, are you gonna think of Drake before you think of Bad Bunny?
No.
You gonna think of Drake first?
No, I'm gonna think of Bad Bunny first.
And I didn't think about and I've been someone that's been listening to Bad Bunny for years, but I didn't think about it in that sense of like, damn, like look at his shows, like look at Bad Bunny's fucking shows, look at how much he's making off of this tour, like he's doing shit that ain't been done at all, like since some Beatles type shit. So it's like me thinking about that. I like how he thought about it, like how he said if we're gonna look at rap, we're going to look at Drake because that's the front man. Like, there's nobody else you want to look at outside of Drake. Which I get. It's just you and I don't have
Not after that last album. Not after that last album.
But yeah, we don't necessarily agree with Drake on that same sense, but we understand Drake is that. Yeah. He's that pinnacle and that's, in that forefront. And then who else did he say? He said... I don't know. I
can't remember. Those are the names I remember he said.
Yeah, he said Drake, Bad Bunny. But then he was like, if we even just looking at like clothing and we looking at Ralph Lauren, we're looking at Balenciaga, like I get that. Like he makes sure that he has things in place so that he can always refer to them as a so I thought that was really dope because a lot of artists ain't gonna see it like that. Yeah. And that's what you really should be trying to aim for. Yeah. But to the earlier point, I don't think Uzi's stadium yet. Weekend is, which is ironic.
The Weekend is out of here.
Yeah, he didn't mention that, but
Weekend is not.
He's not. Yeah, he's not
hip hop.
Yeah,
Weekend is definitely pop
for sure.
Pop R&B.
Well, Drake after the last album wasn't hip hop or rap either. So.
True, but I mean he's bridging into that now.
Yeah,
where the Weekend is like he's conquering that. Yeah, like currently. Yeah, you feel me? So, I was surprised to hear him say that he wished Drake could write all his raps.
Yeah, that.
I didn't expect him to say some shit
a
like
brag
that.
is a brag, I guess. I guess it's a brag to him that like.
And that's crazy. Like
but he thinks so highly of Drake. And
that's what I'm. And he puts Drake on such a pedestal, and it's like I don't know how to really feel about it because y'all were just beefing. Y'all have had tension like before.
But I feel like that goes into the whole jealousy thing. Like he doesn't hate the Jews, and we don't hate that. We're not none of that hate shit on this show. But he's more jealous of them, and I think that's the thing with Drake. It's like he's jealous more of Drake because he knows what Drake commands. Even when we was talking about Kamala Harris, that part killed me because he was like, Kamala had like 90% of the black women vote. You think it was Drake that was running, like, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like Drake has all the women, like. Literally, and Ye said it, like, if your fan base ain't women, then who the fuck are you doing it for?
That's true.
That's what we do it for.
That's true.
So,
that's true.
The Drake thing,
The Drake thing was crazy, and
Sean talked about this in the Drink Champs interview when we watched the Drink Champs interview.
And I remember Ye.
I
remember like years ago, Ye would Kanye would talk about like whenever Drake would put out a hit, he would go to the studio.
Yeah, I mean, that's his.
I think like it was one time like remember when Kanye put out All Day? Like that song came from his jealousy of Drake having the #1 hit song at the time. And he said he went to the studio and recorded All Day, like right after that, and then put it out. So yeah, man, it's crazy. Like
I think that's good for him because it keeps him on his toes.
Yeah,
so he has to be as competitive.
It's a competitive thing, but like I can only be so curious about what is Drake saying on the flip side of all this?
Yeah.
Like how does he feel about his name being brought up in this way? How does he feel about the comparison between the two? Does Drake even feel like Ye is comparable to his level right now? You know what I'm saying? Which it's arguable. Ye has done a lot, but hasn't done a lot lately, or as much, I should say. I mean, he's we Donda
and that's another point. The whole Donda thing, he would have been nominated for Album of the Year, and then he said they took him down. Why did they take him down for the Donda job? They took him down for his comments. I can't remember, but this was his comments for Donda to be for the Grammys for this year.
Okay.
But it's ironic that this year we finally had a black person win Album of the Year after how many years. Right. So Ye might have won. We just will never know because they took his.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah, Dre, we're gonna talk about that. Mike don't know nothing about that topic, so I'm gonna have to explain it a little bit. But yeah, well, actually, yeah, Michael has some insight about that too.
But yeah, I mean, I also don't get Ye's thing with Meek, and that's
what's up with that?
That I feel like I don't know. I know Kim had that's why it gets so confusing. I know Kim has her whole she was helping Meek, as far as they was working together on the whole issue of reform.
Gotcha.
As far as just the weed thing and just getting black people out of jail.
Yeah.
So I know they were working close together, but I don't know if Ye just felt... Because even at the end of the interview, Ye was shouting out Meek.
Yeah.
He was like, when I hear Meek shit, like, I feel inspired. Which is true. Like, I hear some Meek shit, like, I know the shit about to pop off. Like, but it's just, I don't know. The way he kept referring to Meek, even at the beginning of the interview, where he was like, these fake... and he wants people. First off, we don't want nobody shooting Ye. We don't need no more black people
that
dying.
That shit was funny. They gonna have to kill me. No. Like, we don't want nobody to do that.
Yeah, like we don't want nobody dying. We've seen enough this year already. You know what I mean? So it's just one of them things.
Vaughn said, "Do we measure Ye strictly as a rapper, or do we factor in his production? We have to. I think we have to factor in his production.
Definitely his production
because that's a major part of his career.
It is. And yeah, like he said, he wrote the blueprint for Blueprint.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but you can't answer that You can't use that as an answer for a presidential campaign question.
Definitely can. which is
nigga, I produced the blueprint. Well, what about these motherfucking tax prices and gas prices, nigga? Like,
yeah, like,
come on now.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's. I have so many notes. If I showed y'all the note list, it'd be crazy.
Right.
And it's just like,
well,
it's a lot of gems you can get from it, but at the same time, like, a lot of people don't want to hear Ye rant, and that's essentially what it was.
Yeah.
Altogether, you know. So, and I did watch his Tucker Carlson interview just because I was like,
okay,
for fucks, let me just watch the joke. And much calmer. Obviously, he didn't have the liquor, so he was way much calmer. Right. He was more articulate.
Yeah. That's also what I noticed about, because he just went live not too long ago, and that's what I noticed. But he seemed to be there.
Yeah, and he wasn't all over the place,
right.
But still talking over the interviewer.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like the
presidential
candidate.
But the dots connected a little bit easier.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I don't want to give Ye the whole entire show.
No, absolutely.
We got so many more topics.
Real quick, what I want to segue to, because Dre brought it up. So kind of a branch off from that whole Aunt Glizzy Charleston White thing. Aunt Glizzy put out a statement, Aunt Glizzy said that Wale does not represent DC because he's not from DC. And that, like, he can't speak for DC. He doesn't, you know, Wale's not DC, basically. And of course, you know, the comments are what the comments are. People agree, people don't agree. Me personally, I feel like there was no one else who pioneered putting on for this area as a whole. Whether you want to call it DC, Maryland, you know what I'm saying, DMV, that area.
You want to put Virginia in there?
I mean, yeah, you put Virginia in there. I mean, not necessarily for this conversation. But, like, when you say the DMV, of course, that includes Virginia and Northern Virginia, to be exact.
Push us out in Virginia, too, though. So.
Right, but Push did not embody the DMV culture. Push embodied the Virginia culture. And that was for Virginia niggas, which I respect 110%.
Yeah, we don't count like Norfolk. Like,
yeah, like no. Once you go past fucking I don't know, fucking Manassas or whatever, Virginia, like we not talking. You know, you're not part of the DMV. You go down, the closer you get to Richmond. But yeah, he was speaking on DC specifically. And saying that Wale doesn't represent DC. Now, we all know this. Wale's not from DC. Wale is from Montgomery County. Wale lived in Landover.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what a lot of people pointed out in the comments, and what I was going to say, because he named other artists that are on, like, you know, like Shy Glizzy and stuff like that. And he was saying that, like, you have to be a Wale type artist to get on. You have to be a IDK, a Corday. He called him Cord Dre, which is very upsetting to me. You had to be a Corday type or IDK type artist to be put on for DC or the DMV. But it's kind of confusing because neither Corday or IDK rep DC. Because if I'm not mistaken, IDK...
Corday definitely represents Maryland.
Yeah, Corday represents Maryland. Corday's from Suitland, Waldorf too. And I think IDK's from Bowie. So... I mean,
if we
count
DC, then we count who? Fat Trail and Shy Glizzy.
But Shy Glizzy went to school in Laurel. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much like that's why I hate when they narrow this shit down to just you got to be all DC or nothing. No, like me, like and just like how Dre's saying now, like okay, yeah, he was born in DC. That's cool, but like it just depends. There's no clear cut answer on what you can rep based on. Whether some people will say it's where you born, some people say it's where you were raised, some people say it's where you went to high school, and like so take somebody like myself. I was born in DC. I was raised in Fort Washington. I went to high school in Northeast.
Yeah.
Where am I from? Where am I from?
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like what am I allowed to represent?
Yeah.
What am I allowed to represent? Because I never lived in DC.
Yeah.
I was born there, and when I was born there, my parents lived there for a while, but like I never experienced living in DC. Like, as you know what I'm saying, like growing up, I lived in Fort Washington for like my whole life until I moved out. But from that time also, I went to high school all from 4 years in Northeast. So it's like, I can go somewhere and be like, yeah, I'm from DC, and then somebody like, man, you know you're not.
Yeah.
And then somebody else would be like, well, you was born in DC. You from DC? I don't know what the fuck.
What to say.
So, and I just hate this narrative because, like, and see, LaDre said, you from DMV. I'm a melting pot of the DMV, like, for real.
Yeah, Wale did put Fat Joe on, you're right, so.
Yeah, Wale did put Fat Joe on. Wale had the Go-Go records. Wale brought Go-Go records to nationwide radio. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think at what point do we stop being so petty and hateful about where somebody's specifically from, or you didn't go here, you wasn't there, you wasn't this, and just appreciate that he created an avenue for other people who are from here.
I should be more upset that you didn't take the ball and throw it even further.
And, you know,
because Wale threw the ball, but to be fair, there are other artists from other cities that have thrown it further.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. They bitter people who suck at their art who spread misconceptions about DC versus DMV. Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't even be a DC versus.
It's not like that makes no sense. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's really weird. Like, most people
like,
know the DMV is the DMV. Like,
that's like saying the United States versus North America. Like, what are we doing? Like,
for real.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. And, you know, I guess he was saying he was comparing, like, you know, other artists. Lil Baby represents Atlanta. 42 Doug represents Detroit. You know, the Game represents LA. You know what I'm saying? But he was saying, but no, Wale does not represent DC. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that.
And it's kind of like the whole thing with Pac. Like, Pac was never born in LA. Like, he was never born in California. He was the furthest
he was born
from
in Baltimore, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So
he was born the furthest from it. Like, he really is East Coast,
right?
But, like,
he just
you know what I mean. Same as X. Like, X was born out here,
right? He was.
Everyone thinks he's from New York because he was around the.
Because that's that's the culture he embodied.
Yeah,
that's what he, you know what I'm saying, put on for.
Yeah,
and I think it's got to be at some point we have to focus more on what culture narrative you're pushing than where you're from, because.
I mean, Ye was born in Atlanta. I didn't know that till the interview.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
He was born in Atlanta, but he rapped Chicago, so it's just.
And then to reverse that, Ludacris was born in Illinois.
Yeah, exactly.
But raps College Park.
Yeah, exactly.
Atlanta, like heavy. You know what I'm saying? But he always said that in his records, though. He was born in Illinois. So. We are the only. Well, I wouldn't. There are probably other places that have this debate, but
no, the debate about DMV, like. I really do think we're the only, because we're the only like tri-state area like that where we count each other as, you know, connected in a sense. Like, but there's no other place that's like.
I've heard certain arguments as well about Atlanta, for instance, where like there are certain parts that are not considered like real Atlanta. Like some would argue College Park, Atlanta is not like Atlanta for real, or like
or like Decatur or any of them.
Like some, you know what I'm saying? Like one of the areas that like are maybe on the outskirts of Atlanta or in close proximity to Atlanta, but are not really in the heart of Atlanta, or where the Atlanta culture really is concentrated heavy. You feel me? Like, so.
But see, then again, we're still in the same state. And when it comes to our conversation, we're in a whole nother state.
It's 2 states in the district.
You know, and then once DC, if it does eventually become a state, now we're really talking about.
That's gonna make shit crazy.
Yeah, I mean, New York and Jersey's different though, because it's not. New York is so fucking big.
New York is big.
And people from New York know that. That's why when it comes to Griselda, they be saying Buffalo. They don't be saying New York, because niggas are going to think of, you talking about in the city, you talking about the Bronx, you talking about Harlem.
Right.
You know, like they be saying Buffalo because Buffalo way out there, and it's nothing compared to like, you know what I mean, Manhattan and shit. But
damn, man.
And the same as Jersey. Like Trenton is the furthest thing from you know, like Newark. Like, even though Trenton is like Philly, you know what I mean? But Newark is definitely like closer to New York. It's the shit. And Jersey's another fucking big state. So it's like, it's not even, I feel like you couldn't even compare that. Like, I feel like we are the only area.
You might be right.
That really is like that.
That still doesn't separate the artist or industry in that area, though. Yeah, I mean.
Well, that Zelda sound for Buffalo don't sound like them niggas in New York. Like, the sound is different.
Yeah, it's definitely different. But it still feels New York.
Definitely feels New York.
But it has a certain a different feel to it.
For sure.
That like them niggas is bringing out. Buffalo is like Richmond to New York City.
Yeah, for real.
Facts. Okay, so yeah, man, it's an interesting conversation. Long story short, I kind of wish Aunt Glizzy would shut up.
Yeah.
Because I feel like,
when you mentioned him earlier, I don't even know who Aunt Glizzy is.
Aunt Glizzy is Shy Glizzy's cousin.
Right.
Who was dropped from Glizzy Gang for reasons I have no idea. But ever since then, he's been on a 2-year run of clout chasing.
And shout out Shy Glizzy. He was on somebody's album recently. And it
was
like
Young Boy.
Yeah, it was Young Boy's album. I was like
one of the only features on it was Young Boy, Shy Glizzy, and E40.
Yeah.
Were the only two features on the Young Boy album. I was
like, I know I just heard Shy Glizzy voice on the song.
I could have lived without the E40.
That joint was weird.
It was very weird.
But shout out E40, yo.
Yeah, shout out E40. We love E40. What he's done for the culture, but you've done it already.
Nah, Jay, you're right. Someone might, but we don't want that. Yeah, we don't need no more violence to the culture.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's one of the things Ye was pointing out. Like,
to be honest, yeah, that is one of the things he was pointing out.
Like, it's so much violence to the culture, and that's what they're putting out there. Like,
to be
the
honest,
first thing you see on Apple Music is that sex, drugs, violence.
Yeah.
Like,
he said, that's what he said. He said, you can't tell me that the top 3 songs at any time in the hip hop or rap genre don't have anything
to do with
any lyrics about I fucked your bitch, I'm doing these drugs, or I killed that nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
it's always one of the 3.
Always one of the 3 that's gonna be in the top 3 songs.
That's the same shit we hear on the radio. The same exact shit we hear on the radio. You know, Spider and I don't do that type of music, but you know,
nope.
We know what sells too. So
we do. Do you want to do this Jay-Z topic?
First off, I want to talk about Lotto and Nicki because I don't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
But that shit was hilarious. That I stand on the point that Nicki's one of those women that, like, she's with the progress, but if you just get a little bit further, she gotta snatch you back.
Yo.
Like, she can't let, and that's where the Cardi and the Nicki thing stems from. Like, we're never gonna get these two on the same page, and it drives me crazy because the culture needs that.
Right.
We need those two powerhouses, those two megastars, like, to be on the same page because we see Drake and Ye do it.
Right.
We see Wayne and Jay do it. We see so many of the power. We see Kendrick and Cole do it.
Yeah.
Why can't we get Cardi and Nicki on the same page?
That's
you know what I mean?
saying.
Like, that shit drives me crazy.
It does drive me crazy, but like Nicki, I don't know. Like,
I guess Nicki's issue was, what was her song? I can't remember what her song was, but she was considered pop, but Lotto's Big Energy wasn't. So she was like, well, if this is considered pop, then Lotto's Big Energy and Mariah Carey should be in the same category. But I'm like, who cares, bro?
Right.
Like, Grammy, y'all still nominated for the Grammys.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if she was just upset that she got the nomination. I don't know. It's just really weird. But so that's what I sent you, and you just hear like Lotto's on the live with Nicki, and they just going at it. And Nicki's it's just weird. Nicki sound like Yes in a way, and it's starting to like sound like that, where you have to always big up yourself. And you shouldn't have to.
No, like,
I don't see Jay
Nicki,
always bigging up himself. Like, I don't see it. Like, I just don't see it. I don't see Cole bigging up himself, especially not maybe like in the past year, maybe or 2 years. But I don't see it with Cole. I don't see it with Kendrick. Like, I don't feel like you have to continue to reiterate that you are the shit and you paved this way. Like, because when it came to Jay, when it came to Jay, like, Ye was like, well, nah, that's big bro. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's
facts.
because I feel like she does the same thing Lil Kim was doing, and it's just like she said that Lil Kim was doing this thing, and Lil Kim wasn't. Like Lil Kim's really about the girls out here,
right?
And Nicki isn't, bro. Like
she
has a few chosen,
yep.
but compared to Cardi, who's really, I don't know, I don't know, bro.
Nicki is in her 40s yelling at teens and early 20-year-olds.
No, it's really, and that's what I sent you. Like,
yeah. And I actually...
They call her auntie, man. Like, you're really an auntie at this point.
Yeah, seriously. And I came across a Facebook post, and they made a list of everybody that Nicki has had a problem with. And it was a list, like, it was about maybe...
Gotta be like 50 deep.
It was like... I know it was like at least 15 actual people and like 7 companies. like I doubt that I'll be able to find the list now, but like, you know, somebody just said they made it just for fun. And it was just like, it was a list of all these people that she's had problems with, and that she's you know, and some of the people I didn't even realize that she had issues with those people. And it's just like, yo, like Nicki Minaj equals Monique.
No, but you can't. Nah, because Monique was, what's the word?
What?
What's the word? When they, not black, kind of like blacklisted, but they...
Blackballed?
Yeah, like for something that
was out
of her control. Yeah, like was out of her control. Like Monique didn't do nothing wrong. Right. Like she was getting these Oscar calls. She was getting all of this shit, but because she wanted to focus on her family shit, like... They started doing her Oprah shit. That shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. But it's kind of like when you don't have them on your side, then shit just don't go right. Like Nicki still has a lot of people on her side.
That's what
like,
I'm saying.
She still has Wayne and Drake. Like no matter what you do, you gonna have Wayne and Drake. Like
I think you're Nicki Minaj, bro. What are you arguing for?
I don't know, bro. It's weird.
What do you have left to prove?
It's weird.
Bro. Yeah, if anything, you're disproving yourself. You're giving us reasons to take away the pedestal that we've put you on for all these years.
It's weird.
Yeah, and when you get down to that, it's like, come on now, like you don't have to do that. Yeah. You don't have to do that. If it's like even if you have an issue with whoever, whatever, like you can just leave it at that. You can. You know what I'm saying? Like to be, as Drake put, in her 40s, going on live arguing with somebody over a misconception of a category that you still got nominated for.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
It's weird.
What are you doing? What are you really doing?
It's
like
weird.
I don't understand it. But I mean, to be honest.
But shout out to Monique, man, because Monique Monique is coming back, so I love to see it.
To be honest, I've always felt like Nicki's energy was off.
Absolutely.
And that's not to say, like, of course I don't know her in real life or anything like that, but I was never, outside of the fact that she's a beautiful black woman who is incredibly talented, I never really had a lot of hype about her. It was something that always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I could never put my finger on. And now that these type of things are coming to light, just like Dre is saying,
they are reoccurring. Like it's not once and then that's
so it can't. And it just gets down to that narrative. It can't be everybody else.
Yeah, can't be.
It can't be everybody else.
Too many. It's too many.
It's you.
It's too many. It's Cash Doll. It's Lotto. It's Cardi. It's
all up. Like, come on now.
You know what I mean? Like, it's...
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's one of them things, but...
It is.
Woo!
It is. Is it, and also, is it, speaking of Cash Doll, is it her, or I get all the dolls confused?
Cash Doll, Asian Doll.
One of them just had a baby with Tracy T.
Tracy T?
Yeah, Tracy T.
Last time you heard that, man?
Just now, when he had a baby with one of the dolls. I don't know. Is it Dream Doll or Cash Doll? God damn it.
It's not Cash Doll. It's Cash Doll's married.
It's one of these damn dolls, man.
I would know about Cash Doll.
Which doll?
Yeah, shout out Cash Doll. I need that feature. But, yeah.
This guy here.
Nah,
who the fuck? I'm gonna find it.
It can't be Asian, though.
No, it's not Asian doll.
So there is another doll though. I can't remember her name.
Is it Dream Doll?
There's another dog. I can't remember her name.
No, it is Cash Doll.
That's Tracy T?
Yeah.
The rapper?
Yeah.
This whole time I was like, this is some regular person I didn't know.
Yeah, no, that's Tracy T.
Oh, shit, I never knew that.
Yeah, they had a baby.
Yeah, I knew she had a baby, but I didn't know that was Tracy T. Though.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Tracy T, man. I don't know why you stopped, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Tracy T.
But
sure.
I still crank that joint with him and Young Jeezy to this day.
Oh, yeah.
War Ready?
War Ready?
Oh my god.
Tracy T is one of the monsters on the hook.
War Ready.
He's a monster on the hook.
Oh my god.
He's a monster on the hook.
Shout out to Tracy T, man. Congratulations to them, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
Monster on the hook. Yeah, you wanted to go into this J thing. Oh,
right.
Yeah, this is going to take us into another war tunnel.
So, beware.
Who joined the joint?
That's Amanda. What's up, sis?
Yo, what's up?
It's good. So, Jay-Z fans beware. I'm about to blow y'all. So somebody made a point, and I'm gonna play the audio for you guys to hear what this guy's point was about Jay-Z's career, and we're gonna see how y'all feeling about that. Because me and this guy have some different opinions.
For sure, but we always have opinions when it comes to Jay. Yeah,
but yeah, I mean it's all right. So let's just get into it right here. So
it's a music opinion that'll have everybody looking at you crazy. There is not a year where Jay-Z was indisputably the hottest or the best rapper in the game. Jay-Z came in the game in 1996. I think we can all agree that's Tupac's year. 1997, Biggie died. In 1998, which was kind of his breakout year, DMX had 2 number 1 albums in that year. 1999, DMX again, who outsold Jay-Z by a big margin. Year 2000, Nelly and Eminem both went down. Now, 2001 would have been the best argument, but then Ludacris came in the game with hits like Area Codes, Move, Bitch, Roll Out. 2002, here go Eminem again, dropping the Eminem Show, another diamond album. As well as Nelly dropping another album that sold like 7 million. Jay-Z who? 2003 was obviously 50 Cent's year. He retired, came back in 2006. At that point, T.I. was on top of the game. 2007 undoubtedly goes to Kanye, graduation year, can't be serious. And 2008 to like 2011 clearly goes to Lil Wayne. So at what point was he the hottest rapper in the game? What's a music opinion that'll have everybody looking at you crazy?
So,
first off, when has Tip ever been the hottest rapper in a year? And I love Tip to death, but
what year did he say? 2006.
Yeah,
I think
the hottest rapper in the game in 06.
T.I. was on fire in 2006. I'm not gonna hold you.
I don't buy the argument, and yeah, I know Ludacris is I know he's your guy.
I was so excited when he said. I don't
buy the 2001 because Ludacris wasn't going crazy that year the way Jay did with Blueprint. And I feel like Ludacris had other years that were probably better.
He did.
So yeah, that one.
But I mean, I give him credit for saying that's the arguable year. The thing about Jay-Z, he was selling platinum albums consecutively despite not having the highest selling albums for those years. It's called consistency, right? Mm-hmm. So my point was that, you know, pretty much I agree with everything that the young man said in the video. But I will say that
and 99 wasn't. I don't know.
What did he say?
I don't think 99 was X's year.
98
for sure. Well, but that's what he's saying. So does it mean when you outsell that you're because
hottest rapper in the game is subjective though.
Because Tip wasn't the highest selling. I know he wasn't the highest selling rapper in 2006.
Probably not. Now 50's year, yes. Oh yeah, 50. Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like 2004 was 50. No, 2005 was 50 again. So again, what happened in 2004?
Yeah,
because 2005 was the massacre. So then we can keep it going. But right. The years that Nelly dropped prior, then yes.
Yeah,
absolutely. Nobody was competing.
Nobody was fucking with Nelly.
With Nelly and M. Nobody was
fucking with Nelly. But like DMX was going crazy from 98 to 2001. Yeah, like definitely was.
He was, but not like 98. 98 was his pinnacle. After that,
God, yeah.
it wasn't close.
That's
it wasn't close. Like,
peaked. But yeah.
And then again, M came in 2000, and then.
So people know me know I'm not a Jay-Z fan, but yeah, Massacre did get beat by Graduation.
Graduation was Curtis. Why do y'all always do this?
What?
Curtis and Graduation came out together.
It was Curtis. No, it was Massacre.
Curtis.
No,
Massacre came out way before Graduation.
But So
I Get Money was on Curtis. I Get Money and Stronger. That's how I always remember
bro.
Those two.
They had the same day drop, and
Graduation and Curtis.
It was not Curtis, bro.
It was Curtis. Curtis was the third album. It was both of their third albums together. It was Get Rich or Die Trying, the Massacre.
You sure?
Then Curtis. Yeah, see. It was Curtis. I remember it because I was one of the few people that bought Curtis on Graduation.
My brother, shout out to my brother. My brother definitely bought Curtis. And
by that point,
I hopped off the 50 Cent train.
Yeah, I definitely bought Curtis over. But yeah, Graduation definitely. But it is outsold Massacre. Massacre sold like 1.2 mil. That album was fucking crazy.
That was crazy.
Even if I didn't like it that much, but the album was.
I like Massacre. Massacre was cool,
but it wasn't no Get Rich or Die Trying. It wasn't no Get Rich or Die Trying.
No, there's nothing like Get Rich or Die Trying.
But yeah, I mean that's what I felt like the video was saying. Like, you're the hottest rapper if you are the highest selling.
So I think that's where he chose his words wrong.
Because that wouldn't add up. Because then are we saying that Drake every year that he dropped the album he's been the hottest rapper?
But that's arguably true.
I mean, I wouldn't agree with that one.
That's arguably
every year that Drake dropped the album, because that would include this year.
Fuck no.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But he's the highest selling. I mean, outside of Bad Bunny. Yeah. So I guess Bad Bunny would be the hottest rapper this year.
Oh God, it's all subjective, man. But
I love Graduation though. Don't get me wrong. Graduation was a classic. Don't get me wrong. For sure.
I think what it is like, people come up with these arguments about, how to decipher this shit, and will say, of course. So the argument here really is that Jay-Z just has never been the highest selling artist of a year.
Of a year, which absolutely, yeah. I don't think.
And that's something. But like me, even not being a Jay-Z fan, like I'm never gonna take anything away from this man's legacy because his career is undefeated. His career as a whole, Jay-Z's rap career or whatever, his career as a whole is undefeated.
But the year he dropped Magna Carta, I feel like that was the highest selling rap album, because that was the year. That was the year he did that Samsung deal.
I don't remember.
Where it went to only the Androids first.
So my knowledge is limited on this because I don't pay attention to Jay.
No, I'm here. Because it's Jay, I remember, and Magna Carta was crazy because it came like loaded onto the Android joints. So, weird shit.
I think I do remember that.
I remember him selling like 500 and something K that year.
I think Jay had #1 singles in almost all of those years. Yeah, that's that's definitely probably true.
That too. Definitely that too.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. Like, it's cool. I think it's a good thing that we have that dynamic that you have all these other artists that had their time, but while it was their time, it was also still his time.
Yeah.
And if he wants to drop today, it'll still be his time.
And we can't even bring up verses. I mean, let's cut it off as 2007 to 2011 being Wayne. Are we discounting all the classics that came in that wasn't Wayne?
Wayne went the fuck off.
And I don't feel like Wayne. I mean,
Wayne was the hottest.
No, I'm saying, but highest selling for every one of those years. Well, I guess then he would have been the highest.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like Wayne was on some different shit around that time.
No, for sure.
Whatever.
But I feel like every time Wayne drops an album, it's like the highest selling. So the year that he dropped Carter 5, like, and we know that was he was not the hottest rapper. Nah. So I don't know. It's one of them things.
It's subjective.
Man. It really is.
It's subjective. Yeah. It's subjective. I don't know.
Damn, I had something and I can't find it, Joe.
Soulja Boy outsold everyone at one point. This is true. This is true.
Damn, I had something because it was telling us like who the top 3.
My dog is snoring loud as shit.
Yeah, I thought I was tripping.
Yeah.
So it was a thing where it was showing me the top 3 rappers of every year, and damn, I was trying to find this shit. I couldn't remember.
It's so much. What do y'all think would be, like? So what do y'all think would be the criteria of being the hottest rapper of a year? What would you say if you were to take
Bad Bunny?
No, but I'm saying, like, what's the criteria? Like, what's the checklist? You know what I'm saying? If we were to take three forms of criteria that we measure to say that this person is the hottest rapper of that year because of this, and this, what would those 3 things be? I feel like sales shouldn't be the end all be all,
I
but
feel like it's the 3 S's. Sales, stadiums, and sex, because it's about women. Sales, stadiums,
and sex.
Sex sells.
I think. I'm with you. I'm definitely with you on sales. Stadiums. That's arguable
because
too.
you are arguably the biggest if you are doing the stadium show.
Yeah,
and that right now is only Ye, Drake, and Bad Bunny.
I think
arguably right now, as far as stadiums go, I don't think Future's doing stadiums.
I think it's sales, stadiums, and so it'll be different. So it'll be different for me. It'll be different for me. For me, it would be sales, skill, and
is it skill though? Because the Baby was the hottest rapper at one point.
But the Baby, he can rap.
I guess
he just does the same shit.
Yeah,
but he can rap.
Yeah, he definitely can rap.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like if you know, because think about it, like when he first came out, it was like, okay, cool. Like this dude, you know what I'm saying? He's new hot shit. You know what I'm saying? He's got this different type of flow. He comes on as soon as the beat comes on, and he's spitting.
For sure. You know
what I'm saying? But like, and he had the whole, you know what I'm saying? He was selling sex. He was doing, you know, all of that stuff.
For sure.
But like, I think it boils down to sales, skill, and impression. And I also want to say a little bit about, like, you know, about features too. Because
what about media presence too then?
I don't think that's that big of a deal, because when, you know what I'm saying, you think about it, like, I mean, this was kind of like the beginning of the little bit before, but the beginning of the social media era when Lil Wayne was going crazy. But remember, Lil Wayne didn't have a fucking Instagram until like 2012 or some shit like that, some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? So social media presence, I don't think you could factor that in now. If we talk about the hottest rapper now, we talking about that. But that's why I say impression, because what impression are you leaving on the culture? So like you where you have to have that criteria, like a dynamic is like you could have somebody like J. Cole who has incredible skill, but then you have somebody like Chief Keef who left a huge impression on the culture, but has way less skill. So, you know, just to combine all those things together, you would get whoever is the hottest rapper of, you know, that year or that era or whatever the fuck you want to do.
We are in October, so who has been the hottest rapper this year?
Oof. Who has been the hottest rapper? That's a great question, bro. I feel like it's been bounced around. I don't think there's a clear cut. Yeah. I don't think there's anybody clear cut.
You know, Pusha is my choice.
Yeah.
But
Push had a great year.
Yeah, but Kendrick also returned, so
Kendrick returned. Fuck, man.
You could say Lil Baby returned because he hadn't dropped an album in so many years.
But no.
I mean, but
because that album.
But if we're going off of sales, Lil Baby's is still in the top 3 of sales.
That's fucking crazy.
So it's like, I don't know. It's like
sales should count though, because that's the old company.
Yeah. So I don't know. Lil Baby's one of them like.
Yeah, look, I mean, and then you think about it now. So like,
And you think about it, YG sold 25. Who was that week? Kid Cudi sold like 20 something, but Lil Baby's at 200 and something. Yeah. So like, it's crazy. He's in a whole nother like.
Kendrick, Push, Denzel Curry, and J.I.D. I would say J.I.D.'s had a good year too.
Did J.I.D. drop out? Oh, he did.
Yep. Forever Story. Yep. Definitely came out.
Definitely tripping.
Denzel Curry,
but he don't get it in sales, so he loses out on that part.
Denzel Curry is, I think,
Denzel
Curry's on the radar.
So he loses out.
I think Denzel Curry's on the radar, but Denzel Curry has a lot more work to do in terms of sales and impression. Incredible skill, though.
Absolutely incredible
skill.
And Jid isn't media presence either.
No. Kendrick and Push, sales and skill. Definitely.
And media presence. Pusha then has been doing commercials for food people. Like he's out there.
He has. You know. So I think we can say those two. And then
Kendrick's been on.
Push T had the Drink Champs interview too.
He did. I would love to see Kendrick on Drink Champs, but I don't think we'd see that.
We're not going to see that.
Yeah.
Damn. So what do you think Kendrick or Cole would ever do this?
I feel like Cole would be more inclined to do it.
I think Cole will probably wait.
Yeah.
Like till like the end of his career or some shit like that.
Oh, nah. That'd be crazy.
I don't see Cole doing it anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't see him doing it anytime soon.
You know saying? Like,
I definitely don't see Kendrick doing it.
Kendrick is
just a weird...
I don't think Kendrick is going to do it at all.
Yeah.
Kendrick is not going to sit there and do Drink Champs and let Nori get drunk and had him offer him spliffs and shit. No, Kendrick's not going to do that.
For sure.
Damn. Yeah, man.
But yeah, this was a good interview, man. This was a good live joint. Yeah. Like,
check out Mavi, M-A-V-I, when y'all get a chance. Laughing so hard it hurts. Mavi. Gotcha. Mavi.
For sure.
So yeah, man, this was a good discussion.
A little longer than usual, but that's because we had to discuss this Ye thing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We definitely love
all people. There was a lot going on this week.
Got love for all people, for sure.
Yeah, we have love for all people. One thing that I will take out of
but Black lives still do matter
for sure. Still do matter. One thing.
I mean, they were handing out White Lives Matter shirts to homeless people. Yeah. Yeah.
One thing Ye said on his live tonight was that he wanted to eliminate categories and speak of other people just as a species instead of the things we separate each other by, like race, religion, color,
and I get what he's saying,
gender, stuff like that.
Sure.
So that to say we love the entire species,
for sure.
The entire human species. Hell, we love all species. Shit, dogs, cats, all that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like it's
sure.
no room for hate, no room for anti, anything. Let's
we don't need nobody getting shot. Absolutely not.
Let's be anti-hate. Stop the clout chasing, stop all this, stop all the hate and all that bullshit. It ain't gonna get you nowhere.
For sure.
So, yeah, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. We apologize for the some of those technical difficulties we had early and on.
He said world peace. Hey, we ain't Michael Jackson, man. But no, for real. But yeah.
Nah, we do need world peace, man. For we start throwing nukes at each other.
Yeah, because that is
nope.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to live through that.
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to live through that at all. Life is fucked already.
Yeah.
As it is. So
for sure,
let's make life easier on each other, man, if we can.
But shout out to the women in Iran. They've been protesting.
Shout out to them.
And yeah, man,
let's go.
Give them their freedom, man. For
absolutely,
sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Y'all tune in with us once again next week. Same time, same place. Click that subscribe button and the notification button.
Subscribe.
We will be.
I'm gonna post a video after, just so y'all know how to do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a screen record. Just hit that bell, all notifications.
Absolutely. And just a heads up to you guys, we will be creating another page to to put this platform on. We're gonna separate this into its own entity, as far as social media and YouTube as well. But I will put that poll up sometime this week, maybe tonight if I remember to, for y'all to help us come up with an official name. I want to get an official name before I create these pages and create these accounts, so that we can have something we stick with and continue to bring y'all the content that we've been bringing y'all.
For sure. That you're connected. But yeah, man. Make sure y'all tune in every Thursday. Every Thursday live. Hey, we had a ball last week. Last week was funny as hell. If y'all didn't know. Make sure y'all watch last week's live.
Absolutely.
Definitely. We about to get the podcast joint running. We're probably going to get it running in the next 2 weeks, so y'all can just listen to it rather than having to watch it every time.
Yes, indeed.
Whatever y'all preference is. But yeah, man, it's up, and I don't know who's dropping.
Let me see if we started a little bit later, so my plug might be up on it. But in the meantime,
oh yes, let's go. Let's go. And Trey said he likes Sorry the Kid. He said he listened to him.
Oh, yeah.
That man's smooth.
Yeah.
Man, crazy. I know that's dropping.
Oh, yeah, I got the list.
Oh, you got the list?
Yep. Oh. Okay. This is not my favorite.
I ain't never seen wait. Met another one like you and I just hate.
Who we got on this list?
So, tonight we have new music dropping from Young Boy. He's dropping again.
Good night, man.
Yeah. Jeezy is dropping an album called Snowfall.
Yeah, with DJ Drama.
Yeah. Taylor Swift. Soulja Boy has an album called First to Do It. Wiz Khalifa's giving us Multiverse Deluxe.
Deluxe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fredo Bang, who I'm a little bit familiar with. Friday, who you just asked about,
Oh, he dropping something?
is dropping an album tonight.
Ooh, okay.
And then we have Suave, I'm not familiar with them, and Duckworth.
Duckworth?
Yeah, Duckworth.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also had some honorable mention as singles. We have from A Boogie featuring Tory Lanez. Roddy Ricch is dropping a single. French Montana and Nav are dropping a single. Absol and Zakari are dropping a single tonight. Lil Uzi Vert is dropping a single.
Let's go, Uzi.
Sofago.
Okay.
Young and Ace. Casey is dropping a single tonight. Tyler Yahweh. I actually really like Tyler Yahweh. Lancey Fox. I'm not sure who that is. Mike Dimes. And SSG Kobe.
I don't know none of these people, but yeah, y'all tune in for sure.
Tune in next week, and we will be discussing some of those things along with new topics, all the crazy shit that comes throughout the week.
For sure.
We love y'all. Be safe, be peaceful. We'll catch y'all on the motherfucking flip side.
Absolutely. Till next time.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Let's go.
We gotta let it run for a little bit because it takes forever to shut off. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta make sure it shuts off before we can laugh about everything that just happened and go get food and fart and burp and shit.
No, for real.
Yeah, or I could just put that motherfucker in the string. There you go.